camping out on arraignments, but not off the hook. Now at noon, a hearing today could provide key insight into just how much evidence is piling up against former President Donald Trump and his allies in Georgia's election interference case. That hearing will begin within the next hour, and there are several motions to be discussed. Thanks for being with us. I'm Joy Lim-Nakarin.
And I'm Rick Folbaum. And this is a story, of course, that we're following. Atlanta News First political correspondent Doug Reardon is at the Fulton County Courthouse with a breakdown of what we can expect today. Doug.
Guys, we've already been inside the courthouse today before we learned that things had been pushed back until 1 p.m. We're about to head in now again to go and see those proceedings. But when you go inside and look at the electronic docket in there that lists all the cases for the day, which courtroom they're in, what time they'll be at, you can see all of the 19 defendants' names on that board, including Donald John Trump, who will be in courtroom 5A for these proceedings. Of course, he won't be here, but his attorneys will be there on his behalf. This is really the beginning of the judicial process for Trump and these 18 other co-defendants. So typically, when you have an arraignment, you go into the court, and it is the first time that a judge actually reads out the charges that have been brought against someone who is a defendant in a case. They will also enter their pleas of either guilty or not guilty here today. Now, again, arraignments are typically the first time that defendants get to hear the charges against them, but also the reasons for them. So we expect to learn a bit more about District Attorney Fonnie Willis's prosecution today, maybe how she plans to go about it, what evidence she has, and then we'll also be hearing a few motions. The judge will. Former Trump attorneys Kenneth Chesebro and Sidney Powell will both make motions to have their own trials severed or separated from their other co-defendants. It's not the first motion we've had to sever here in this case. Judge Scott McAfee will also hear their motions for a speedy trial, and if he grants it, those hearings could start as early as next month, sometime in late October, we expect. Now, again, these are expected to start at 1 p.m. They should go for a couple of hours, and so you can expect more coverage tonight in our afternoon shows, and we'll see you then, guys. For now, we're live outside the Fulton County Courthouse. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Doug.